What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And unfortunately, something broke. What's new? The Petty Roosevelt is leaking water. Not a ton, like very fast, but enough that there's a puddle every morning now. So I am on my way. I do not have my jack and jack stands here. So I am on my way to go get some ramps at AutoZone. And we're going to get under her and see where it's leaking. I'm actually praying, it's literally just a hose and a connection somewhere where I can just fix it. But roll the intro. Let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome on back to TK's Garage. You may remember, if you've been following the channel for a while, that we did a replacement of the water pump, the expansion tank, and a bunch of coolant lines back at around 70,000 miles. Now, the car currently has 117,000 miles, so that's 80, 90, 100. So I'm at like 45,000 miles. Now, one of the things they say with these BMWs, if they keep replacing it with the plastic pump, with the plastic impeller, is that they fail like every 60,000 miles. This is like a common thing, and I don't know why. You know, especially now that Toyota's involved in the technology sharing agreement, you know, the engines are much more reliable. There's less of those, leaking issues. You know, like valve cover gaskets, timing chain gas, like a lot of that crap that we saw on BMWs isn't happening now, and that's because of that technology sharing agreement with Toyota. Thank God. But we do still have the issue of the water pumps, and this is not just on my 5 Series, this is across the friggin' brand. And they do make metal impeller water pumps and metal water pumps, like complete metal water pumps. And I'm trying to find one now, even if it's not that this time, just to make sure that the Petty Roosevelt is good. So we're going to get our hands dirty today. I know you haven't seen me tear a car apart in a while. So we're going to go buy these ramps that they sell at AutoZone. And then, you know, put her up on the ramp, get under it, take down the covers and stuff. Because she should be she's up to temperature now, as you can see. I have a low coolant light at the moment, but because I filled her up with water last night. I know that's another thing. You guys are gonna be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you filled it with water, TK." Purified water or whatever. I know it wasn't distilled. I don't care, because it's gonna leak out anyway. So it's literally, especially if I have to take this hose off, whatever, if I find one that's leaking and I'm gonna have to pull the fitting, I'm gonna have to dump the system regardless. So I'm not gonna be wasting, you know, a $45 bottle of friggin' BMW coolant just to get to an auto parts store and back. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do now is we're going to get up here to AutoZone, pick up these ramps. I'll probably pick up a small tool kit, because I don't want to have to drive all the way out to my office to just get my, I didn't keep the toolbox at the house. It's sitting in the office, and I don't want to drive all the way out to go get my tool kit. So I'll buy like a small, you know, ratchet and Torx bit set, because I'm sure that's what's going to be under here, is probably Torx bits or, you know, different size ratchets. And we'll get her taken apart, and then, you know, if I need other tools, or it involves other more heavy duty stuff, then I'll go get my tools and my impact and everything else, and we can go to work. But that's, you know, I'm praying it's not the water pump. I'm hoping it's literally like something stupid, and it could be something as simple as maybe the gasket around the water pump failed. Maybe CarMax installed it bad. Shocker. Who knows? But anyways, let's get here to AutoZone. Let's get the ramps. Let's get back to the garage. We'll put her up and see if we can figure out what the hell is leaking. It could be the expansion tank too, but I looked at the expansion tank. I don't see any water coming down from it, but I also know that there's other lines and stuff. I just need to, we'll just have to look at it. That's why I need to get under it so I can look with a flashlight while she's hot and see if I see any, what do you call it? Any issues. You know, if I can see any leaks that I can see with the eye. Then I know how to proceed moving forward. So we're going to do that. So anyways, let's get up here, get the ramps, and we'll get back to work. Alrighty, guys. Well, we got the we got what we needed here. Oh shit. We got the coolant in the ramps, and we're gonna go ahead and get her lifted up here and see where this leak is coming from. What's crazy is I parked, I saw no coolant leak after coming out here, which tells me it could be the water pump, because I remember it did this before with the water pump, where it would just leak depending on where the pump stopped in the impeller, and it has a weep hole, and some of them leak a lot, some of them leak not at all. I have no coolant light that's popped up yet. Usually, you know, this thing would have leaked all that stuff out already, but nope. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get back here and put her up on the ramp. I'm gonna get you guys into the Gorilla Pod so you guys get a good first person view. I'm gonna tear her apart and find out where the hell this leak is. Oh snap, look at that big old look at that big old deuce and a half. Ew. Well guys, I found the culprit, and this is gonna suck because it's the fucking radiator, and not good. So as you guys can see right here, see if I can get a good angle of it, you can see the pressure coming out, and it's coming off right. I thought it was the fitting, but it's not. It's literally the radiator, and I don't know. That's gonna suck. All right, now she's running, and there's no leak coming from there presently. As you guys can see, she's dry. Now I'm gonna go see if she has a low coolant light. Engine compartment hot, but no coolant light that I can see as of yet. Hood open, door open. All right. Now when I shut her down, is when the pressure starts coming through the radiator, and I'm wondering if that's what it is. I'm going to we're going to see if she's spraying out here when we shut down. All right, now what's crazy is we've shut down and not a friggin' thing at all. She's still got fluid and stuff down there, coating everything down there, but right now, no leak. Now, I know you're gonna say, TK, please just have a shop do it. And it's right up against the fan, right? That's where the water was coming. And you can see there's some water on the fan there, on the fan blade, which tells me, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't actually turn. That's just a structural thing? All right, cool. I'm thinking that's a damn fan blade I'm looking at right there. But it's some structural thing. So, all right, she's not spraying all of a sudden like she was, which I find interesting. An intermittent leak, or it leaks when the coolant is at a certain pressure. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Really not happy right now. I'm really not, but at least I know what it is. The sucky part is the repair. If I decided I wanted to take this to a shop, I'd be looking at $2,000 to $2,400 to replace the main radiator. Now I know. I already know what some of y'all are gonna say. Do a Randy. Pour in some stop leak and keep it moving. Yeah, Problem with that is this car has big turbo and also has little things that constantly move the coolant around, like a little tiny stream of water. So that's a problem. Can't exactly do that. Not just that, we have the water pump, which is probably really not going to like that stuff. And I did just replace the water pump, and it probably will have to be replaced again. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. I'm just shocked all of a sudden it's not leaking. I'm gonna let her cool all the way down. I'm gonna open her up and see how far down she is coolant wise, and then I have to make a decision. I either have to tear the entire front of this car apart, and the radiator is not bad. It's like $350 at FCP Euro. You know, comes with the extra hoses and lines and stuff that would come off of it, right? Or do I try to, I know you're going to be like, do it TK, do it TK, or do I try to get it to full bolt-on garage in Florida? Oof. See, the concern I have is that radiator where it's leaking like that, when it stops, as you saw at the beginning of the video, or during the video, is that it's going to catastrophically fail at some point. And I really don't want that. Anywho's, I'm going to put her covers and stuff back on now that I know what the situation is. And I'll have to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If I have any other fellow BMW people in the Las Vegas area that would like to help me tear this thing apart, let me know. We can just get into it. But, yeah, I'll have to figure it out soon.